Dizzy Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, allegiance my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. This Tito, she a pack. Finna guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody funny do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just a light from a vision that I had in the
handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You cloud chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, promise cause that girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough. Damn, this must be a parody.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Watson now on second down. This goes out wide for Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Taken down at the 42.
Number 28, Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Cowboys sitting at 5-2 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mixing up the middle. Room here to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now Jones.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Here's Demir Berg to return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's Mixon on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll find Pittman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mixon again, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Full
connects on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Jones on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Jones. Smith catches left side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
First and 10, Taylor now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Taylor.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Got an open man. It's Pringle.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing again is Watson. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Folk's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's good for the Cowboys. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The pickup of 6. That brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Second down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Pittman, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
But that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On the set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Taylor is in. Touchdown, Jets. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the third and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Good for our Cowboys. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man. That's Renfro. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now on second and 13, Watson, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
96 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.